This is the Hobie H Bar. It's made for the stand-up fisherman. You can mount it on a Hobie Pro angler. It's really stable. It's made to hold a lot of weight. It's really strong. It folds down nicely when you want it out of the way. Just by pulling these two pins, shifting it forward and then clipping those in there. That's how it folds away. But I am going to show you how to install it on your Hobie Pro angler today. So we have this olive boat next to us and I'll install it on there. I'm going to start off, we have these little mounting pieces right here, and they are going to go onto the bottom of the mounting bar, and then we're basically just going to bolt them into the mounting boards. There'll be two that'll be up front and two in the rear. You can see them on this boat. The only thing you have to think about is how tall you are, and that's going to determine how far you want the back bars mounted. So what I'm doing right here is I'm adding the mounting brackets to the actual bar, and while I'm doing this I'm making sure that each one of the mounting brackets, the piece that comes up protruding from the top, is facing inwards towards the inside of the kayak hull. And once I'm done doing this, I'm gonna lay the H bar on, over the hatch and on the mounting boards, and just kind of drill some pilot holes and get it into position before I drill all of my main holes. So this looks like a pretty good position for my H bar to be. I can still open up my front hatch and the H bar is not going to interfere with it. So I'm going to drill a couple of pilot holes here and put some bolts through them just to hold it in place, and then I'm going to fold it up into position and put some pilot holes and mount these back ones. So here we go. So we'll just hold that one in place for now. So now I can fold it up. So I'm standing up in the area where I usually stand in the kayak, and I want it to hit me just around about where my belt buckle would be, where my waist is. I'm kind of just eyeballing where I need to have these other parts drilled in. So while I have it in the correct position, I'm just going to drill another pilot hole. Slip another bolt in there. Same thing here. So now that I have my pilot holes drilled, I'm going to go around and put a small washer and a nut on each one of those bolts, and then I'll go around, drill the other 4 holes and do the same thing, and then tighten them all up. So these bolts that are on the front of the mounting bracket right here are a little tough to get threaded sometimes with your washer and your nut because of this angled horizontal rod holder. So what I do is I get the washer and the nut lined up in my fingers like that, and I'll actually push the bolt out a little bit and then get it started just like that. So now all I'm doing is connecting everything up, pushing these pins through here. These front pins are for quick release of your entire H bar. On my personal H bar, and these will also come with the H bar kit, you can get bolts with a nut, and that way if you leave your H bar on the boat, you can leave them there. There's also going to be an attachment for the front of the H bar that'll go around your front handle, and so that way when you're transporting your pro angler, your H bar is not going to be bouncing around or anything like that. So this one's pretty much done.